Yo, what's going on? It's Live. I'm gonna be showing this beat that I made with Kilo called Pockets, and let's get into it. Alright, so for the first layer I used SRX keyboards and I used this preset here called Touch EP. It's like a piano type thing, and these are the keys that I laid down. Alright, so on the mixer track I added the EQ, I did a high pass filter, just cut all the lows out. Alright, and for the second layer I used SRX keyboards again, and I used stage ground. It's like a piano, and these are the chords that I laid down. Alright, and for the mixing side of it, it's had a high pass filter again. And for the next layer I used SV50 again, and the preset that I used is Sawteeth, and this is how it sounds. And for the mixing, I just boosted some of the mids, the high mids, and cut some of the high end out. I just did a low shuffle, cut some of the lows out, and that's it for that. And then again I use XV5080, and the preset that I used is Smooth, and I laid down these chords. I tried to get a pad out of this, but it kind of just turned into a lead, but yeah, it still sounds good. And this is how this sounds. Alright, and this is how it sounds. And for the mixing on that, I kind of just boosted the mids again, some of the high mids and the highs, cut out the low end. And I did have this, but I kind of took it out. It just sounds like this. I didn't use it for the final product, but I guess you guys could hear it. Alright, and then for the mixing on that, I just did a high pass, whatever. If you guys want to use this in your own beats, it's called Fat Brass. It's a synth brass. Alright, now back to the actual beat. I used JV1080, and the preset I used on this is a pad. It's called Warmth, and this is how it sounds. And for the mixing on that, I used the EQ, did a high pass and a low pass, just cutting out the lows and the highs, and then I boosted some of the highs again. Alright, now onto the next layer. I used the vocal from the hooked pack on Arcade. It's called Heartbroken, and this is how it sounds.
Got me crying, got me crying, got me crying, got me crying.
Alright, and for the second part of the song, this is how this one sounds.
Ow, ow, ow.
Alright, and now onto the mixing. I did a high pass filter, cut out all the lows. Then I used Guitar Rig. This is my go-to preset called Duck Space on Guitar Rig 6. And this is perfect for any vocal that you want to sit in the back, kind of just have his own presence and all that type of stuff. When you're using this, make sure you click this little stereo thing in the middle so it doesn't sound weird. And for the next vocal, I used the hooked pack again, and I used preset called Dream Team, and these are the vocals that I laid down. And then there's another one here. then there's another one here. Alright, for the mixing, I use a de-esser. This is the stuff that I used. This is the EQ. I use guitar rig again with the same preset that I showed you on the last vocal. Got flangus, and I got stereo imager, and then all of them sounds I routed it into a mix bus, and I just cut out the low end, sorry, with a high pass filter, and now this is how everything here sounds. Now I'm gonna pass you over to Killer. He's gonna show you what he did on his end to source up the melody and add all the crazy drums. Let's get into it.
Yo, what's everybody? What's good, everybody? It's Yokhalxl, and welcome to another video. Thank you, Laive, for having me on this channel as well. Today we are breaking down the beat called Pockets. Now, from the original clips that you've seen, he has the loop like this. I wish I really liked. That's why I chose this loop, because I think it really sound fire. And then I said, you know what would be cool? Let me just pitch it down to and see what happens. And we came out like this. Gives it that nice cinematic low type of feel, you know, that low emotional type of feel to it. Loop is perfect. First thing we did was add a counter snare, which sounds like this. Oh, let me this. A simple counter snare you hear in most songs. It just gives it some uniqueness to it. Nothing really too crazy. And then the next thing we added was the open hat, which was this. I'll mute this too. Why I did it this way, I don't really know. I just thought it was pretty cool at the time when I made the beat. That's what it looks like right here. And then we had some crashes as well. And as you can tell, the crashes are coming with the 808 to give it that uniqueness to it, give that little bounce as well. And now the 808 is pretty simple. It kind of repeats itself, as you see from right here. It's a very, very simple pattern. I don't want to make it too crazy because the vocals are already going so much. So you want to be everything's to be so cluttered and have some time for the artist have a pockets rapping, because we all know that the artist's vocal is an instrument. Perfect. Now, next thing we did was add a simple two-step hi-hat. Nothing too crazy, it's just like a regular hi-hat. So, and then it sounds like this. And then for the verse, we just pitched up one of the C to a C6, so it gave it some characteristic for the verse, give something different so the listener can hear. And then the last thing, of course, was the regular snare. And then after that, that's really the whole drum pattern to it, to be honest with you. And here is from the top. Let me mute this. then basically that is everything from the beat to the drums and to the loop. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to always achieve your goals and always try to be the best. Have a good one.